Good afternoon, this is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. Today we're back on hints for food, and believe me, I have a lot of them. Number 1, cut off the leaves of the strawberry and plant. When the strawberries have runners, clip them and plant them. But do not dig up the strawberries after the season. Just cover it to protect from the cold. Save the peels and the cores of the apple. It may use to make apple cider vinegar. There's many YouTube videos on this one. Also use the peels and the cores of the apple to make a patent or to make apple jelly. Save your tomato skins. Dehydrate and make into powder. Use the powder to make sauces, soups, and etc. Throw ripening bananas in the freezer. The skin will turn black, but the bananas will still cook good. Banana bread, cakes, and so forth. Use the banana peels to make banana vinegar at Rain Country. Use a tray from the cookies, turn it upside down, and use it as a taco stand. You can fill your tacos very easily. Use mesh laundry bags to store your onions and your potatoes. Also use them to dry herbs. Use the wrapper from the cellophane crackers, and it can be used as wax paper. Also, the bag that comes inside cereal boxes can be used as wax paper. Take the zest from the oranges or the lemons. Dehydrate it. Use for the orange or lemon peel in cooking or in teas. Make candied orange peels from the orange peels. And there's many YouTube videos on this one too. When serving a can of vegetables, remove 1 tablespoon from the can and add it to a carton in the freezer for soup or for stew. It will never be missed and they will add up in a hurry. When bell peppers are cheap or abundant in the garden, cut into strips, freeze and use to make stuffed pepper casserole. Layer of stuffed peppers, sauce, meatballs, meat sauce, layer of peppers, meat sauce, and cheese. Bake at 350 degrees. Also use the strips and stir fry. Oh, can't find it. To use the last bit of jam, pour milk into the jar. Replace your lid and shake it to remove the remaining jam bits from the sides and the bottom of the jar. Pour into an ice pot mold and freeze for a creamy fruits dessert, or use for a creamy style salad dressing. Save all the peels and cores from the apples. Here again we are. I'm repeating myself on several of these, but they are important and they take care of waste, and so you don't waste your food. Freeze in bags until you have enough to fill a stock pot. Cover with water and simmer for 1 or 2 hours. Do not mash the pulse. Drain it to drink as apple juice or turn it into jelly. Use wire clothes hangers and clothespins to dry herbs. Write the names of the herbs on the clothespin. Also use the same method to dry baggies that you have washed. Put a few grains of rice in the salt shaker to prevent clumping. Use expired thick buttermilk when making cornbread. Use a heaping teaspoon of jelly in tea for flavored teas. Try peach jam, apple pie jam, or peach cobbler jam. Do not only save the bacon grease, but also save the bits of bacon and form a tomato gravy. Tomato gravies are good. Save your juice jugs, your 2-liter soda bottle, to store water, the beans, rice, and etc. In fact, save all your jars and containers to recycle. You wash them very well, use bleach to clean them out, rinse them very, very well, and let dry thoroughly before you use them. Crumble your stale bread into crumbs. Freeze and use in breading, mostly with breading meats, adding to casseroles, or any place you need breadcrumbs. I don't freeze mine except for my garlic breadcrumbs. And if I use my garlic breadcrumbs fast enough, I don't freeze them either. But you've got the oil in them, so you should freeze them. Use a well-worn, sterilized pillowcase for straining or for putting ice in after blanching vegetables for freezing or dehydrating. Dry the bones of the chicken. Make sure they are dried thoroughly. Mash with a hammer, then crush in a heavy-duty blender to make powder, and you have bone meal for your garden. When making gravy, after pouring the gravy into the dish for the table, pour 1/4 cup of water in the pan. Swish it around and allow it to cool. Add this mix to whatever gravy is left to stretch the gravy further, or freeze the gravy for use in soups, stews, casseroles, and so forth. Save the juice from fruits and from vegetables, separate containers. Fruit juice you mix and make punch or to add to iced tea. And the veggies you add the broth, rice, potatoes, and so forth for added flavor and nutrients. Save your produce and bread wrapper to cover the meat to be vacuum saved. Keeps your food saver bags clean. Just slit off the end of the bag, take the meat out, and reuse the vacuum bags. Saves money. Save the ends of vegetables, garlic and onion skins, peelings of potatoes and carrots and sweet potatoes. Make sure you wash them well before you use them. Hearts of the pepper and of celery, so any part of the veggie that you don't eat. Freeze it in large Ziploc freezer bags. When the bag is full, cover the veggie scraps with water. Boil for 2 hours or simmer, adding a bay leaf, salt, and pepper. Makes a rich broth to be used as a seasoning for rice, mashed potatoes, and soups. Grind or blend the veggies after making the broth and add back to the broth to thicken the soup or freeze for gravy later. Do not throw away any bread bags. Use for storage, putting sandwiches in, or put biscuits in the bottom. Tie it off with a twist tie, put another biscuit in, and continue until the wrapper is full. When you take out one biscuit, the others will remain fresh. Or, nothing else, use it in a diaper bag or as a doggy bag. Save your butter and your or margarine wrappers in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. Use them to grease pans. After greasing the pans, wash with soap and water. Rinse well, very, very well, and use between hamburgers and patties and so forth. These wrappers are made of parchment paper. After done using parchment paper, wash and dry it. It can be reused. Do the same with the aluminum foil if it's not too dirty. Save all of your glass jars. Some can even be used for canning, rebel canning, but only if the lid has a button in the middle. Add any kind of berries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, to coconut milk. Blend together and add protein powder if you desire. Oops. 1/2 pound of hamburger browned with chopped onion and diced potatoes. Add water, paprika, cayenne pepper, if desired, and tomato paste. Then you have a meal. Hamburger, finely chopped onion, small can of pork and beans, or Bush's beans. We get vegetarian beans in our senior boxes, and I use that a lot. A bean sandwich, baked beans and 2 slices of bread. Add the mayonnaise and onion slices. Add honey to baked beans for an extra flavor. Jiffy cornbread mix plus 2 eggs equal 1 cornbread loaf. Green beans plus chicken broth plus ham seasonings. Green beans plus sugar. Green beans plus onions or garlic. or both, plus ham and bacon. Green beans with canned potatoes and a few pieces of ham or bacon bits. Stew them together. I have green beans here because I have trouble eating just plain old green beans. Years and years and years ago, I helped my mother can beans, and we canned I don't know how many quarts. I would say hundreds and hundreds of quarts of green beans that summer. And I was so sick of green beans by the time we got done that I didn't even want to look at a bean again. And it took me many, many years before I could even eat a bean. So I do anything and everything I can to cover up the bean flavor, beans taste, beans period. And one of the first things I did was what we call green bean casserole. But this was 50 years ago, and you know what? We didn't call it green bean casserole at that time. It was a brand new dish, and yes, I found it, and I liked it because I covered up my beans. So I've been making green bean casserole for 50 years, and you know what? It's a favorite now, but at that time it was brand new. Seasoned beef roast, plus mushrooms, and put it over rice. 2 small slices of ham, plus 1 egg, beaten and cooked together, plus 1 tortilla to form a burrito. Add cheese if desired and available. For salad dressing, Thousand Islands, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, pickle relish, minced onion, and black pepper. Save any bits or pieces of leftovers. Place in a soup container. Any vegetable or meats, gravy, pan dripping. When the container is full, add tomato juice or broth. You have a free soup. Leftover meats can also be used in stir fries. Use a vinegar bath for all fresh fruit and vegetables when purchased. 10 parts of water to 1 part of vinegar. Place your fruit and veggies in the bath. Allow to stand for 10 minutes. Rinse well, allow to dry, and store. Strawberries, and you know how strawberries seem to mold between the store and your home. When you do this, this will last for over a week. And the veggies I've kept for weeks. No vinegar taste or smell when they have been rinsed and dried. That's probably one of the best hints I have, and I've been using it for years. Save your bacon grease. It will be like gold. Use to season eggs or potatoes or green beans. Facts save all the fats produced by cooking. Strain and place in the refrigerator and use them as needed. After opening a can of veggies, allow to stand for 15 minutes. It will improve the taste. Save the bags from inside cereal boxes. Open them flat and use wax paper. Can be used for liners as dehydrators. A wrapper for homemade caramels or toffees. Between hamburger patties or other food, to keep separated from each other. If nothing else, shred your cereal food boxes and use as a fire starter instead of newspapers. Leftover potatoes. Potato pancakes. 3 cups of potatoes, 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of flour, 1½ cups of shredded cheese, garlic powder, green onions or red onions, diced ham or bacon if desired and if available. Mix well. You may need to add more flour. Cook in a skillet over medium-low heat. Use with a non-stick spray in the skillet and make sure to completely cook you because of the egg. And we'll be finishing it up for today with these last few. My hand keeps getting in the way, I'm sorry. And some potatoes, 1 cup of broth, 2 cups of water and milk. Bring to a boil, almost a boil. Pour over 1 stick of butter or margarine. Add 1/2 cup of sour cream and 1/2 cup of cream cheese. This isn't a cheap recipe, by the way. As many potatoes needed as for desired consistency. Garlic powder, onion powder, and salt to taste. There's a special mashed potatoes. Tortilla plus refried beans plus cooked rice, aroni plus cheese. Bread the refried beans and the tortilla. Add rice aroni and then cheese. Roll up, place in a baking dish, sprinkle with more cheese. Bake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes and serve with sour cream or salsa. Save your peach and pear peelings in a Ziploc bag. And when you have enough, make peach and pear honey. And you just basically do the same with the peach and pear peeling as you do with the apple peelings. Save your orange and lemon peels. Dehydrate and use in teas. Also put the peels in vinegar. Wait 6 weeks and you'll have a cleanser. When using a plastic container to freeze food, put a piece of plastic wrap over the food. Then add its lid. This will help prevent freezer burn. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow with some recipes. Have a great day. God bless. See if I can shut this off without getting my hand in the way. It doesn't want to shut off, okay, people? I guess I'm not supposed to keep talking here. Whatever. Okay, if it won't shut off, we'll go with another one, okay? Did we? See if we can get it shut off this time. Save potato water to make gravy. The starch from the potato will thicken the gravy. Add instant potatoes to runny mashed potatoes. Use grocery bags that are crumpled up to wash greasy pans and save your sponges. Crumple up aluminum foil to clean your grills instead of a steel brush. Save all the rubber bands that come on produce. Plan for a full oven, not just one thing in the oven. Have meat, potatoes, desserts, etc. Multiple food in the oven. Write down your recipes or your ideas that you want to pass down to your children or grandchildren. Save the salt, sugar, and crushed cereal bits from the bottom of the cereal bags. Crush and use as crunchy topping for muffins. Fry potato skins for chips. You see what happens now? Whatever it is, it does not want to shut off, okay?